The brightness of this day has given me the opportunity to bring you this video. Welcome back to my channel, Winging It with AC. My name is AC. So I have a lovely guest on my channel with me today, and her name is Grace. Now, for those of you who have been paying attention in class, a few months ago, precisely I think in May, I had an interview with my dad on this channel, and we're talking about speaking your local languages with your kids. So we're basically trying to encourage all of us out there such that our languages don't go extinct, so that we don't lose our languages. Now, this wonderful lady reached out to me and she told me about like what she's doing, which I think is a wonderful, wonderful initiative. And it's all along the lines of starting from somewhere. So a few days ago, I went for an event and then I met a lady who introduced herself to me. She was like, she thought it was too late for her to start speaking Ga with her son, who is 18 months old. And I was like, 18 months is early. Just start. You are not too late at all. And out of the conversation I had with my dad on the channel, my church's couples fellowship had an actual session where he went and spoke to parents about the same topic, why it's important for you to speak your local language with your kids. A lot of them were wondering, like, how do I start if my kids are already in their teen years? Some of them are already 9, 10. And I think the day the interview aired, I think the day after that, there was a lady who came to my office. She came to see my colleague, but then she saw me. She's like, oh, I watched your interview. And then she was talking about how she started speaking the language with her kid. I think she speaks one of the languages from the north, but she stopped because her mother-in-law was passing comments about, why aren't you letting the kids speak their dad's language? But their dad is barely around. And when he's around, he's speaking English with them. So how are they supposed to pick up their dad's language? So I might as well speak my language with them. So because of the comments from her mom-in-law, she stopped speaking it. So now they only speak English, and they've lost I've forgotten which language. I don't know if it was Dagari, one of those languages, you know. So I was really sad, but she was like, she picked it up again when she gave birth to, I think, either her third or her fourth, like her last born. So now the last born is 5 and understands the language and can speak it. But the older ones can't speak it, and they don't quite understand it. So when she speaks to the last born in the language, then the older ones come and say, what did mommy say? What did mommy say? You know, but we want it to be such that all the kids understand the language and they can speak it as well, because we don't want the fact that 50 years from now, 80 years from now, tree is nowhere to be found, Ga is nowhere to be found, Ewe is nowhere to be found. So I think that this interaction I'm about to have with Grace is also to help anyone out there who was feeling the same way that some of the people I've met were feeling, like they don't know where to start or how to start. So Grace has sorted you out on that one. So Grace, you're welcome to my channel. So just tell us a bit about yourself and tell us about this initiative that I just gave a hint about.
Hi, Winging It with AC's family. Hey, I'm so excited to be here, and thank you for that lovely introduction. So my name is Dr. Grace Kakari, and what AC is talking about is Kenkan Books. It's actually Kenkan Books and more, but we usually go with Kenkan Books, and Kenkan means read in the Chi language. So what we have, what should I say? We have products, especially books. We have other products coming up, but for now, we have books for children in the local languages as well as English language. And our aim is to promote as much as we can so that our children can pick our languages. It's fun for them to speak English, and we know that they need it for, work purposes and all other things. Even in Ghana, our official language is what? The English language. But we also don't want to lose our traditional languages. We want to pass them on. And just a funny example, one time I was out with my first son, who was doing something very stubborn, and I really wanted to say something to him, but I knew that if I speak English, everybody will understand what I was saying. And he's the reason, the motivation behind starting these books, because I didn't start speaking with him. I didn't start speaking with him. And now the trick is that he understands, but he will choose what he wants to understand and what he doesn't want to understand. So if you are sending him to do something, he'll tell you that I don't understand. But if he needs something
Gosh.
from you, no matter what you say in Chi, he understands. You don't speak any English, he will understand you. But the whole point is that we don't just want the understanding, we want them to vocalize it. We want to have that conversation
Yeah.
with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For my little one, yes, we just started off with the Chi, so she is on track with everything. But the first
Okay.
one, we are still
So
working
quick
on it.
question on your first one. So how are you handling, or how are you resolving his selective understanding? You know, like when you know he understands, like how are you resolving that? Have you been able to resolve it, or like what's your plan, or what have you tried?
We are still working on it. He knows that he has a lawyer. He will just go and ask his father, what did mommy say? So yeah, exactly what your friend is going through. Um, but I think I've told him several times that we are getting to the point where I will not respond when he speaks in English when we are at home. So there are some days that he understands that and he will cooperate. And I'm thankful for the little one, because we only speak Chi with the little one. He's picking it faster because he gets it. But when it was him alone and we were not speaking, though I'll be speaking with my husband, because it wasn't directed to him, he didn't really connect it well and pick it as much as he could have. But it's never too
Yeah.
late. The 18-month person
Yeah.
is not too late. This one is 6. So if 18 months
Wow.
is too late, but now I'm more motivated because I have books and I know that I'm advocating and I have to preach what I have to do what I preach, sorry. So I'm actually forced to speak more with him, and he's doing better.
Okay. And then when you talked about him picking up the language, like when you speak it with your daughter, I have like had to push my husband to be speaking Ewe with Seiram.
Okay.
And I've started I've always wanted to pick up the language since we got married, because I was like, I want to understand Ewe.
Okay.
But I actually started picking it up when he started speaking it with Seiram. So there are quite a number of Ewe phrases that I can say or understand that now when I say it to my Ewe friends, they're like, hey, you're really picking it up, you know, and I'm like, yeah, he needs to keep speaking it with him. And then that's how I've also started picking it up. So this also helps spouses, because I have other friends who are also married to Ewe men, and they really, or Ga men, and they really want to pick up the language, but like the spouses also don't know how to teach you the language, because I also know exactly how to teach Fancy to him, because he's also tried. But then if you can get them to actually be speaking the language, because your kids are now learning, so it's like you're learning along with them. So I feel like by the time Serum is like 10 or 15, I should be at the intermediate level of the Ewe language, kind of, if we keep it up this way. But anyway, that was just like a by the way, something when it comes to having your spouse, encouraging each other, especially if you are speaking 2 different languages, to be speaking both languages with the kid, because then they are also able to pick it up. So please tell us about your books. I feel like I've rambled on long enough.
Oh no, it's okay. For the books, we have different levels, starting from as babies. You know, babies love colors, they love books, and we are already going to teach them the ABC. ABCs you would have usually spoken with your child or taught your child to learn ABCs, or animals. You know, it's fun to show your children animals. We have those in the English and Chi. And then we have the books currently, the books are all in English, Chi, and Ewe. Okay. And we are trusting to expand as we get the grace to do so. But the same animal books that you would have bought for your children and teach them in the English language, you have the opportunity to also add your language to it. And if you don't speak English or ever, whatever book you have at home, you know, instead of always reading it in English, you can sometimes substitute some of the words with your traditional language, you know. So things like maybe caps, shoes, clothing, the basic things, food, the things that they'll be asking for the most, water, just substitute some of those, and little by little they'll be picking it up. And this is also first 100 words for beginners. It has different components. It has animals, it has pets, and then items from home. We've categorized them in such a way that we pick the basic things they are likely to come across. You know, children are likely to come across every day. And then we created the 100 book for it. And then we have the 3-in-1. This is 3 books in 1, the alphabet, colors, and numbers. And then it's what I love about this book is the certificate that it comes with. So after every level, you get a certificate to encourage your child.
So like once you know that, like they know, like they've picked up all the words in that book, then you can like write their name and then have like a special ceremony. Like here you are, you passed your 3 language lessons. That's so
graduation
cool.
ceremony for speaking your Chi. So
oh yes,
certificate for the other side. So it's 3 books in 1. Alphabet, colors, and numbers 1 to 20.
And the numbers.
Yeah, and then for each of the books, you have a list of my other books behind. So that should help you if you're looking for more, or when you go on the website, you can definitely find something. And this one is like an affirmation book. I am blessed. This is
I love that.
Yes.
Can you read a few of them for me to hear, like in Tree?
Okay.
And I mean, and give us the English version as well for those who are non-Tree speakers.
Definitely, to be my pleasure. And then just so you know, we have the audios on my website. So when you go to kenkanbooks.com, you'll get the audios there. So I'm reading I am blessed in Tree, Miye Inshira. So Miye Inshira. I am blessed. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I have the blessings of God on my life. When I forget, I know where to find a reminder.
Wow.
Should I continue? But it goes on to say,
but do you speak Ghana as well? So that maybe you could read a few of the Ghana ones for us, or
no, I can read because I have the book with me, but no, I may not be saying things as right as it should be. I have translators for those.
Okay, for those ones. Okay.
Yes.
We'll just leave that one there. Yeah, but I think that the affirmations is a great idea.
Yeah, it's based on Numbers 6:24. So it goes on to say, Eradibe Shirame, the Lord will bless me. The Lord will keep me. So can you imagine your child at home saying, Eradibe Tinenima Chirame, Eradibe Shirame, Eradibe Shemeso, like saying these things to, him or herself to encourage. Yeah, I think it's a nice book. It's my personal favorite, and it's very basic to read. So if it's an older child, like a 6-year-old can read this book by him or herself, the English, maybe the Tree or the local language, they may need help. And as they listen to the audio, they may be able to pick them up soon, but they can actually read the English if they are about 6 years and higher.
There was one that is one of the books like just alphabet. Oh, I got that mistaken.
Oh yes, so we had I think you are talking about these ones, right?
Okay, yeah. So the alphabet, that's the alphabet, the Tree alphabet, and like the Ewe alphabet.
Yes.
Okay, like that's when you talked about like the alphabets in Tree. I did Ikepim Tree in JSS. So whenever I think about the alphabet, I remember how we used to, I don't know if it's singing or chanting or whatever. It's Egypt. Yeah. So that was actually that was really fun to learn. But speaking about learning Ikapim Tree in JSS, I just remember that a few months ago, still on the discussion about local languages, I think somebody mentioned, yes, during the discussion we had with my dad with our couples fellowship group, somebody mentioned that there's a shortage of Ghana teachers in Ghana or in Accra. So a lot of schools have stopped teaching Ghana. And I think that is really sad. Like that's really, really sad, because then that's how I picked up Ghana, apart from the fact that I lived in Kaneshi and I was hearing Ghana all around, but learning Ghana in school also helped me like to pick it up. I can't really speak it, but I understand for the most part, and if Ghana teachers have gone basically extinct, then what next? Is it going to be Tree teachers next? Is it going to be Ewe teachers next? That's really sad. And I don't know if the government of Ghana is doing anything about this, but if there's anybody watching this and you have links to the government of Ghana and you can do something about this, to start something going, please do that. But yeah, Grace, you have any final words to share with us? Any motivational encouragement for parents out there, and also how to get our hands on your book wherever we are in the world?
So these books, because we just began, they are on Amazon, amazon.com. So wherever you are and you can access Amazon, they have them. And it's through Amazon because they fulfill them. So they print and sell on your behalf as an author. So if you have issues or anything, Amazon can easily resolve that. And it's good for beginners. Because let's say you buy it in UK and I'm not there, and customer service could be an issue. So Amazon is perfect for that. But as we grow, we will make sure to expand, and Ghana, everywhere, everybody can get access to the book. And then for now, we have just a paperback copy on Amazon. Very soon we will have other variations too. It will be fun. We want it to be fun speaking with your children. We want it to be like something they adore, you know, something they can relate to. And it's not a punishment. And I need to speak with my mother. Like, no. It's just fun and add on something that he knows that this is important to my parents, and I enjoy doing it with them. It's like a secret language.
Yeah. And the audio version that you talked about, is that also available on Amazon or only on your website?
So the audios are on the website.
Or it comes together with the order?
No, so the other will be the book, and the audios are just the recordings of the book. So we have different people reading the books, and it's recorded and put online, so that if somebody cannot read and need help, you can just go and play it, or you can go and download it and you can read along. So it's just like a aid. So we are not
that one is sort of like a free download.
Yes. If you go there right now, even without the book, you go to kenkanbooks.com, you go to audio, you can just have access to them. But it would be nice to have the book so that you can just read along with your child.
The book to go along with it. Okay. Oh, this has been really informative, and I am so happy about the work that you're doing. This is a great initiative, and definitely for the parents out there who feel like I don't know where to start, how do I even begin? This is a great way to start, a great place to start from. So try and get your hands on the book and just start. And like Grace mentioned earlier on, in your conversations with them, yes, you are used to speaking English with them, but you can start throwing in the words in sentences. Go and bring some food. Go and bring some aduane, like little by little, then you start piecing them together. It would, especially if they are much older, it will take time. But if you have to be consistent, the consistency, as they always say, is key. Grace, once again, thank you so much for talking to us about your books and your initiative. Once again, congratulations, and you're doing amazing. And we are looking forward to the great work that you have in the pipeline that will be coming out eventually in the near future.
Yeah.
And I hope that when they come out, we will have you back on Winging It with AC to tell us more about it.
Great, thank you, AC. But I wanted to add that initially when I said my son has a lawyer, my husband, if you don't take care, you think that he's not helping. In the beginning, we all slacked. We both didn't do well, but now we are in sync, and he is the full support for the book. So it's not just my initiative. It's important to give acknowledgement to who deserve it. Yeah, he is the brain behind it. We are doing this together, and now he's also speaking it with our children. Like both, and it would be nice if both parents do it together, because I see the impact more now that we do it together. Yeah, but thank you so much for having me.
It's a united front. Yeah, okay, you're welcome. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I will leave a link to her website, and then probably also to like the Amazon link as well, so that you can go on there and then place your order, get the audio from her website. If you need to send her an email, I'm sure all of those details are on her website, and you can also follow her on Instagram as well. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.